Welcome to yet another video with no intro. If it makes you feel any better, not only did I not film an intro, but I didn't film half the shit I wanted to film. I had a very small window of filming for this time, and because it was such a small window, I was rushing, I was scattered. It was a mess. With the power of editing, I see now like it doesn't look as big a mess as it felt in that moment, but I really thought like I wasn't going to be able to edit around it that much, and I thought that like it was just going to be pure chaos and that I'd have to like maybe even scrap this video, but nope, salvageable, it's here, it's good. I'm going to talk you through everything because not everything got filmed. And yeah, today we're making gluten-free, low FODMAP NILAGA, which is a like Filipino dish. It's very simple. It's very comforting. It's naturally gluten-free the way most people prepare it. But you know, be careful. If you're Filipino, check your soy sauce. If you're using it, most people don't in here. In this recipe, so that's why I say it's naturally gluten-free, but check your fish sauce as well, because most of them aren't, but some of them are. So yeah, other than that, like I only had to make personally 2 swaps to make it low FODMAP. So typically, and this isn't even like how some people do it. Some people use bok choy, some people use cabbage, some people use whatever. I swapped the cabbage for some romaine lettuce. If you've never cooked with romaine lettuce, if you've only ever eaten it raw, and you don't know if you'll like that texture, it's a great texture, but you don't know. You don't know. So I would say stick with the bok choy, but if you're feeling adventurous, if you're feeling crazy, use the romaine like I did. And the only other swap, which wasn't even a low FODMAP swap, it was a personal preference, is just that like I didn't put potatoes in mine, I put plantain. Some people put both. I don't like potatoes in soups or stews. I feel like it never absorbs the flavor of the soup or stew that well, so it's like everything else is all infused and beautiful and flavorful, and then you just have this like plain ass potato. Not my vibe. If it's your vibe, dope. Or if you know how to make those potatoes absorb the flavors, hit me up because I want to know. But yeah, I just subbed plantain. Mine was super ripe, and that's just timing. You can, if you don't want it to be sweet at all, use the green ones. I don't know if the green ones are low FODMAP. I don't know if they're only good once they're sweet or vice versa, but you can look that up. Wow, you can tell I like this one's a little sloppier than the first video, but I'll be honest, it came out really fucking good because like I said, it's already naturally gluten-free. I only switched out like 2 things, so yeah, if you don't know how NILAGA's made in general, I mean like that's why you're here, right? So stick around, find out. So you start off by stir frying the meat for a few minutes. You would typically do this a little longer than I did, but that's also because you would use like the beef stew chunks, you know, instead of these like stir fry strips that I did. But yeah, after a few minutes, you just add some peppercorn and then some fish sauce. I think I started with, yeah, like a tablespoon and a half, but I'll add more later on. This is just for right now while we are cooking the meat. After the meat has been cooking for a bit, then you can add in the green onion since we're not using regular onion. I forgot to say this in the intro, but yeah, that was another swap I made. And the green part of green onion is low FODMAP, but you know your body best. So if it is not good for you, I would just leave it out, maybe compensate with a little more fish sauce, because there's really not many ingredients to this dish and you want to have it be flavorful. I added, I think, 6 cups of water. I completely glossed over that part, but yeah, like 6 cups. Right now I am just preparing 2 carrots, 2 small carrots. Shut up about the way I peel. This is easier for me, okay? I find that like a regular peeler is hard for me. I just suck at using a peeler, so this is my method. It works fine for me. To each their own. That's the beauty of cooking, beauty of life, really. So yeah, I don't know why I include all the peeling bits, but go ahead and watch me peel. And then afterwards, I'm going to cut them. I don't know what this shape is called, but it's like not round, it's rounds, but like at an angle. I know there's like a proper term for whatever that is, but I don't know the term, so you can just watch what I'm doing and pick up on that, because I can't really explain it any better than what I just did. One of the chaotic parts I did edit out was the 5-year struggle it took to open this goddamn plantain. But you can see I'm chopping it the same way I chopped those carrots, and I put them both in the water. If you can see in the back there that the carrots are sitting in some water, and that's just like to preserve them a little. I don't really know how to explain. I don't know the science behind that, but yeah, this part was also a fun little mess. Once your meat is at a boil, just go ahead and like skim the top. I fast forwarded and I cut some clips out because this took me like 5 million years for some reason. It was so like I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, but it felt like I was doing it wrong because it just took so long that day. But yeah, you just cover it after that, you know, let it simmer, cover it, and then in a little bit you're gonna have more of that I don't know what it's called, but like the stuff on top, and then you just skim it again, but this time I removed the green onion because they were just there to add flavor, and I tried to remove as much peppercorn as I could, but I didn't get all of it. Here's me doing a little taste test and deciding I need more fish sauce. I didn't really measure that, but I would say maybe that's like another teaspoon and a half, and then I go in and add some more. There you go. And I think I add like 2 more, or maybe just the 1. I don't remember. I do remember that like when I tasted it at this point, the broth tasted fine, but I overlooked the fact that like you are going to be pouring this over rice, and in that case I would have added, if not more fish sauce, then just some soy sauce or salt or something, because it was a little undersalted, and that's coming from me. I don't like a lot of salt in the first place, so yeah, just, you know, add as much or as little salt as you'd like, but be warned, this dish can definitely handle like a good amount of salt. Now I'm taking my romaine and just quartering it. This is the part where I didn't get to film me putting everything in, so I'm going to tell you while I dish it out. But after it's simmered for about half an hour, then you add the carrots and let it simmer for another 5 minutes or so. And then after that, the plantain, another few minutes, and then turn it off the heat before you add the romaine, and then just let it sit for a few minutes. Come back, mix it all together, and it is ready to serve. Okay, I'm gonna take these off because they're gonna fog up anyway. And I feel like everything that could go wrong did. So I'm not even using the tripod. We're just gonna go in with some meat and carrot. Some plantain, which I've never put in NILAGA before. My mom's out there in the kitchen trying it, and she totally likes it too. So like, Filipino approved, you know? She is the master, I am the student. But she likes it. It tastes pretty much the same. The only thing is, I don't know why I use peppercorn. I should have just used normal pepper. I do not like peppercorn. I have no notes. It tastes like regular NILAGA.